Hey, sweet friends. All right, so I have these chicken breasts left over from where I made Braden's casserole. And because I had bought just a big pack, and I thought, well, I'll do something else with the rest of them. Well, instead, I was going to throw them in the freezer, and then I thought, no, I'm going to slice these up and make some chicken tenders, some fried chicken tenders. So that's what we're going to do. So I'm just going to slice these up. I like them to be really small. I usually cut mine about like this. Y'all let me know how you slice yours up. But usually per one chicken breast, I usually do about three pieces. And they kind of look like this. Get you a good sharp knife. You know, you need a good sharp knife for this. And I'm going to get this part done. This one I made 4 because it was a little bit bigger. Get you a sharp knife and then just slice them up. And what I'm going to do, oh, that's got some stuff on it. Let me try to pull that off. We're going to marinate these for just a little bit, and then I'll be back and I will see y'all. I'm just going to keep this down here for right now. And we'll talk a little bit more, and we'll get these fried up, y'all. And I think I'm going to, if you notice, I have a mess in here. I've got stuff piled up over here. I've got so much stuff that I need to do. I'm thinking I'm going to make a salad later. But first thing we're going to do is season these up a little bit. We're going to put them in our bowl here and marinate them, okay? So this is a little bit of smoked paprika. I'm just going to sprinkle over them really good. Okay. Some garlic powder. Alright, and then a little bit of my Creole seasoning. Okay. Sprinkle that over. Alright, let me get me out one glove. That way I can do one thing and then I can do another. Because we're going to put this all in this bowl and it's going to mix up in our milk and all of that. But I just wanted to kind of put it directly on there. I should have put them in the bowl. That way we wouldn't lose all this seasoning. But anyway, we live and we learn, don't we? Alright, so we've got those in there. I have some buttermilk here. I'm going to pour over. And we're just going to let these sit and soak for a little bit. Let's see here. Yeah, that's good. A little bit more. Okay. And now I have some hot sauce. Now remember, this doesn't make it hot. It just gives it a little bit of good flavor. I like to do this with my other fried chicken as well. Y'all know. So drizzle you in a good amount of hot sauce. Like that. Yeah, it's crazy. As long as I've been doing this on here with y'all, we have never made just some fried chicken tenders. We've done fried chicken, but never any little tenders. All right, now to these, this is something different that I don't do with my other fried chicken. I'm going to do just a little bit of pickle juice. These are dill pickles. I'm trying to do this one-handed. These are dill pickles, and I'm just going to add in a little bit of that liquid. There we go. Yep, that's perfect. Okay, y'all. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to set these aside. I'm just going to let these hang out in here in this good stuff. And I'll be back. And I've got my flour over here. We're going to mix up a good little batter for them. And we're going to fry these up. All right, I'll see y'all in a bit. Okay, y'all. Here is our chicken tenders that we have just had marinating in the buttermilk, the hot sauce, the seasonings. Now we need to season up our flour. So what we're going to add to it is going to be just about a tablespoon of cornstarch. Not too much, just a little spoonful, about this much. I don't even know if that's a tablespoon. Let's try to do about a tablespoon. Okay, about like that. All right. And then, let's see, we're going to put in some of our smoked paprika. Quite a bit. Okay, a little bit of our garlic. and some of our Creo. Y'all, my camera has broke, or my little camera stand has broke. So I have it rigged up here and I cannot move it. So I am hoping that y'all can see. We're just going to have to deal with it tonight because I was already in the middle of this. And then I will definitely get me one ordered and have a new one in the next day or two. As quick as I can get it. I tell you what, welcome to my life. It's always something, isn't it? So we're going to mix this up. And also in our flour, I'm going to add a little bit of these breadcrumbs, okay? Instead of doing a double dip with them, I'm just going to add them in here in our flour. It's maybe, what, a third of a cup or so. I'm just going to add these in. Just kind of mix it around. Make a mess. Y'all know how I am with flour. I don't love it, but we got to deal with it. All right, I'm going to get me an egg here. Got some breadcrumbs in there. I don't know. Let's see. I don't know how many tenders I have. I think I better do 2 eggs because I do have, what was it, 4 tenders that we mixed up. I think so. Let's see here. Let's mix this up. I'm going to pour in a little bit of water to help kind of thin it out. Yeah, that's good. All right, and to that, I'm going to add just some regular paprika. I like for every layer to be seasoned a little bit, okay? And then we're going to do some black pepper. Now, I think that's going to be it. And then we're going to be ready to do the little assembly line here. You'll see this, we're just mixing it up. That water really helps to kind of thin it out and mix it up good. And that was just a little splash. It was not much at all. Not even enough to measure or talk about. Just a little splash. Now let's get that off there. Oop, I think got it in the flour. Okay, I'm gonna get me a glove just because it makes it easier. It gets so messy. What I'm going to do is, let's see here. I'm gonna take the strips and get my spoon out. And I'm going to go in the flour and breadcrumbs. Okay. Really good. And then I'm going to go in the egg. I'm just going to lightly dip them in the egg, and then I'm going to go back to the flour and recoat them again, just like this. Okay? And then I'm going to get all these done, and I'm going to let them rest over here on the plate. That's one little tip that I can tell you whenever you're frying any kind of meat, whether it be chicken, pork chops, or whatever. After you batter it up, let it rest for a second, and that really does help it. We'll do one more, and then I'm going to turn y'all off, and I'll get all these done, and then I'll come back. I don't want to keep y'all while I do all this. So you just kind of batter it up really good. You can really feel those breadcrumbs in there. I really like that in the flour for these. I think that's a good idea. I wasn't sure, but I went on ahead and went with it, and I think it's a good idea. Yep. I think these are going to be really crispy and crunchy and good. Y'all see them here? They're just battered up really good. Alright, y'all, I'm going to turn y'all off, and I'm going to just get all of these done. I'm going to do all of them the exact same way, and I'll be back. Okay, y'all, so I got everything cleaned up. I have our oil here. I'm trying to get it hot. I dropped a little piece of like our little crust in there, as you can see, and I'm trying to watch it fry around to see whenever our oil gets hot. It looks like it's just about to get there. So I think I'm going to go ahead and start putting a few pieces in. I've just been letting these sit This is how you want it to do. Yeah, okay, good. Yep, it's good and hot. We don't want to overcrowd our skillet, so of course we'll do these in batches. I hope these are good because it sure was a mess making these, doing the prep work. Maybe one more small one, let's see. I have another little small piece here. This one right here. Let's put this one in. Okay. Alright, y'all. Let me wash my hands up just real quick and I'll come back. Okay. Yep, that looks good. These are frying up good. There's plenty of room in there to kind of maneuver them around. I think I'm going to just leave them at that and just let them fry up. As you can see, I don't have the oil where it's completely covering them, where they're completely deep frying, but just about. The oil is about level to the chicken tenders. I would get you up here closer, but like I said, I'm having issues with my phone. I'm on my stand. I've kind of got it rigged up here with a box and some tape and a rubber band. Lord have mercy. So anyway, I'm just going to let these fry up, y'all. I may turn it down now just a little bit. You know, I'm picky about my chicken. I want to make sure it's good and done on the inside. So I'm just going to let these fry up, y'all, and I'll be back. Alright, y'all. I believe our first batch is done, so we are going to get these out. Let's see here. Look at these, y'all. Don't those look so good? And I'm just going to kind of prop them up like that here. Now, if you want to put them on a wire rack, you can. I just didn't want to get one out. I'm just going to do it like this. See that? Talk about crispy now. These things are going to be crispy. And so I just adjust the oil or the temperature accordingly. Like as they really get to cooking, I just kind of turn it down. Look at these, y'all. Don't them look like some good chicken tenders? Alright, I'm going to get our other batch in here. I have it turned down, and then once I get them in here, then I'll probably turn it back up a little bit. Just depending on how they're cooking, we will just see. Let's see here. Ooh, these are messy, I tell you what. Hardly see what I've got in there. Let's see. I may leave those. There's 4 left in there. All right, so I may do it in 3 batches just because I don't want to overcrowd it. I probably could have squeezed a few more in there and did it in 2 batches, but anyway, it's not going to hurt. I'm not in no rush. I'm going to do it in 3 batches. Let me get my hands washed up. I'll be back. Okay, I am getting out the second batch. They look just as good. Look at these, y'all. And I will just stack these up here right in front of these. Oh. So crispy and good. That's a little one right there. It might be a good little taste tester for me. Look at these. Okay. Alright, I'm going to get our last little batch in. And we'll be ready to try these. I've already got my ketchup out. I love to have them with ketchup, unless I'm having them with like mashed potatoes and gravy, which I'm not tonight. So if not, I like to have them with ketchup, and I like for it to warm up a little bit. So I've already got that out, and I'm ready to go. Alright, let's get the last batch out, y'all. They still look just as good as the first batch. Look at these. They are frying up so good. Look at them. Get those out. I might see if Braden and Colin want some of these. These are too good, and it made way more than what I need for sure. Look at these, y'all. Fried chicken tenders, homemade. Alright, I'm going to let these sit here and cool for a second, which I can get some of these from the back that I made that have cooled off a little bit. And I'm going to come back and we're going to taste one of these. I got my ketchup out. I got it ready to go. I'll be back in a second. Alright, I got me one of these that was back here that was already cooled off. I'm gonna put me some ketchup in here. Alright, now this is how I like to eat mine. I usually will break it open like this, look at that. And then I'll kind of just tear it with my hands and then just dip it and eat it like that. I know that I can turn this up here, y'all. I'll have to get down here like this. Like I said, my little piece that holds my camera on my stand broke earlier whenever I was trying to put my camera on it. Right after I did the little hair deal, I tried to put it on there and all of a sudden it just popped. Springs and pieces went everywhere. So I'll just have to order me another one. And let's see, well, with it being the weekend, it may be Monday or Tuesday before I get one. But anyway, we'll make it work until then. But look at these chicken tenders. You talk about crispy. These are so crispy and so good. Y'all gotta try these. It was messy trying to make them. I'm not gonna lie. It was a mess. Y'all know how I feel about all that flour, but they're really good. And they stay crispy. You know, sometimes you fry stuff, you can get it out and think it's crispy and then it's not. These are all just so super crispy and beautiful. Oh, they look so good. I'm so proud of them. Let me show them to you again. Look at all these. You see these? Those don't look so good. Look. They're about crispy. And then you got your good chicken in the middle. It's not dried up. Like, that's just some good crust on the outside. If you break it open, you have some good white chicken in the middle. These are perfect, y'all. That's why I say I've got to get in touch with Braden and Colin. See, like right here, you break it open, this is what you got. I got to get in touch with them and see if they want some. These are good. All right, y'all. I'm gonna let y'all go. I apologize for all of the the difficulties, but that's just a day in my life. Nothing new, just something always. But we make it work. I made that little pasta salad. You know, I did a little video on that. That's really, really good. And then I have potato salad in the fridge. I still have some some of the broccoli casserole. Y'all, I've still got so much stuff, but I had these tenders and I thought, okay, the chicken breast, and I thought I want to make some homemade chicken tenders. I'm so glad I did. These are fantastic. I'm gonna let you go. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.